What's up? What's up? What's up? Wherever this video lands. Look, what I'm about to say is in no way an indicative measure of how you should feel. What I'm about to say is truthfully only a truth of my own, and I only profess it to my audience because I refuse to grow up with the idea, or I refuse to blow up with the knowledge that, like, Paradigm or whatever entity is in front of you has been acting like everything's okay for the last couple years, and he never really discussed anything with his audience, and he kept it hidden. I'm straight up with my audience from day one, and that's probably one of the reasons why we have this big problem with toxic masculinity in the first place, because we're all stuck on this idea of, if you want to make it in this business, you got to be exciting. You got to gravitate to the kids. You got to scream, ah, all the time. And you got to make funny faces. You can't be real. You can't be real, because being real is depressing, and people didn't come on the Twitch to be depressed. So alienate everybody who doesn't have an outlet to talk because they're living in their houses with their abusive spouses, or they're living in their houses with their abusive parents, or they're living on their own and can't figure out a way to communicate with the outside world. They can't afford therapy. They don't got friends because they shut themselves in because they got to do work all the time. See what happens when you alienate online spaces from being able to have an actual show of maturity by doing anything other than bickering and complaining and moaning about other people's successes, failures, or their opinions. Like, so I was chilling in this guy F-Bombs for You. His nickname is based on facts based on my brain, which is kind of cool because it reminds me of when I was in a band called Time. Tomorrow It Might End. Cool, right? So it's like I always appreciate a good acronym when I can get it. So what I noticed while I was in there with this dude is, like, as I'm chatting, all the links that I'm sending him, you know, all the responses that he had planned already, all the things that he stumbled upon, we were both aligning with each other in such a way that I couldn't fathom why it was so easy for me to make that connection with his audience. I couldn't figure out why it was so easy to make that connection with him. But, like, I tried the same shit in another streamer, which, yes, I'm gonna name Gremlo. I went in the Gremlo's chat and I tried the same thing, and it's like that audience is different. And I realized that I'm surrounding myself with different people. And, like, there's one common thread amongst a certain group of people, and there's one common thread with another group of people, and it's that one group of people are willing to get mad about something. Hey, I'm gonna be stun locked on this for 3 days because we just had a discussion with content, and it's like, I don't want to just leave you on that. Okay, you've heard all this terrible information and these terrible ideas. Now you sort it out for yourself. Like, I kind of want to give you some guidance because that shit hurt my brain too. That empathy side. I'm noticing that there's a lot of people who don't even give time or attention to their streams to have empathy. And it's like, sometimes I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that's meant for failure. Sometimes I feel like we ask so much from ourselves and we ask so much from the world, and there's so much to complain about just because nobody has the common sense to want to go and fix it. So you get yourself aggravated and you want to pick up whatever shovel you could find and bury whatever deep trauma that you've been hiding for years, but you can't run from that shit because it's going to manifest itself, especially the way that it's been manifesting itself in the Twitch politics sphere. The reason why I keep bringing up the Twitch politics sphere is because it's the one sphere on this fucking platform where people should have all the rights in the world to feel angry, to feel motivated, to feel passionate, to feel like they're actually trying to achieve something in this world. And somehow it's been belittled to just entertainment as much as everything else is. And maybe that's the biggest problem of all, is that you don't realize real people's feelings are on the line when you start discussing these things, these motives, these ideas, and you start to wonder, why am I getting so much backlash? Why am I having all these conversations where I need to jump to point in order to make some type of agreement between me and this person? Maybe it's because that onus is on you to own up to the idea that maybe what you said wasn't exactly what it needed to be said in the first place. And now you've got a whole age of people. You don't even care about the age of the people that watch your streams. You got senior citizens all the way to 18-year-olds all trying to figure out, why would I spend my time investing in this person and this person and this person if all of you guys are going to cover the same exact things, and then interject your own self-made drama and your own self-made insecurities and your own self-made trauma all into these ideas and all these conceptions about the way the world works, when it shouldn't be that way in the first place. It's your fault. It's your brokenness. It's your need to be heard. It's your, I don't have your backstory. It's your, I've got parents who did drugs and didn't give a fuck about me growing up, and so now I'm trying to figure out how to fit in this world. It's giving, good catch, Auntie. It's giving, your energy doesn't even match with the people who you're trying to be like around. Yo, I make this joke a lot, but like I'm now gonna say it serious for a second. There's a reason why whenever I walked into a classroom from this era to the last era, when I was a teacher, I've been a teacher since I was 14. So I was walking into the rooms with kids my age and telling them, yo, be the fuck quiet. And getting respect, commanding respect. You can ask about that. I give you names. Like, this is, now you're entering, I feel like everybody's entering this lull of there's no focal target to really focus on. So they have to pretend that there's issues that they actually have a claim on, because that makes them feel stronger. And I'm telling you right now, if I opened up for 5 more seconds about my real story, it's going to blow you the fuck away. It's going to blow you the fuck away. It's going to make you feel crazy. Because you're gonna be sitting there saying, yo, how did he manage all of that? How did he do this? How did he do that? And it's like, bro, I swear to you, this is your world. This is what you've been pushing. This is what you've been creating. What did you think was gonna happen when a bunch of new people started involving themselves in what you're what are you gonna do when your feelings get hurt and you don't know how to manage it? You saying dumb shit like it's a lie that schools aren't underfunded. You're going back and forth on Twitter like X, Y, and Z against people who backed you in the first place. Like, this is getting into personal actual drama, but that's the reason that, you know, and I know that for the people watching this on YouTube, you might be like, this is one of Paradigm's rant sessions. The reason why I'm going into this is because I'm watching infighting from groups that claim to be all on the same side and recognize that there was a problem with this Destiny Vosh orbit, and that's why I don't touch drama. Not because like, oh, you know, I want to separate myself and make myself different from other streamers and prove myself to be above and beyond and have my own ego sphere. Absolutely, but there's a reason why I'm not getting nowhere. It's because you can't attach bullshit to me. Everybody watching this right now know from one state or another, Paradigm done never been involved in nothing unless he stuck his nose in where he shouldn't have. But even then, go back to Kevin. F-bombs. That's exactly how we met. That's how Jason Society met me. I was watching this debate or this mediation you tried to have with these random ass weirdos, and it was like you were the only one who I connected with that had a heart. Now, maybe having a heart doesn't make you famous, but like, for you to be able to say the audacious dumb shit that come out your mouths and act like people are supposed to care about it because it's you, it's like the reason why I don't get involved in the drama is because, sweetie, I get messy because I can see past that bullshit a mile away. I've had people steal from me personally and pretend it was my fault. You can't get away with half the shit and the only reason why these people are letting y'all get away with it is because we need the content to keep driving up the numbers, because alienating the drama base would cut a significant chunk of our viewership, and I absolutely will admonish myself to the corner to say I didn't corner in on all the drama, and maybe I could have encapsulated it more, and maybe I could have. But then you got motherfuckers like Rhizome sitting here saying, "Oh, he's banking in on the drama. He's banking in on his most popular. Why is he streaming politics and not just chatting? Because that gets him popular." It's like you just said random shit out of your mouth, and the reason why I didn't address it is because I understood, and I had somebody, and I thank God I had this person by my side, and I still got this person by my side, because she the only reason why I don't fucking come over there and smack half of y'all. You are not on my level, and you never been on my level, but this is to all relate to a whole higher point, which is I'm starting to realize why fucking fall don't feel like fall to me. I'm not getting out of school at 3 p.m., sorry. I'm not getting out of school at 3 p.m. anymore. I don't go meet my friends that I didn't see in the classes in the park later. I don't go hang out with my same friends at the lunch table every day. No, I got real problems. I'm here processing the fact that I could have lost my father years ago, but I still gotta deal with y'all. Like, that's crazy. You ain't ready for me. Because when I open my mouth, etiquette come out. It's different from me. I could go to that same black, I could go to that hood side, I live where I live. Like, I know when to be who, and I know what company to keep. I know when to say certain things around certain people. I know when to make it political and when to not make it political. Y'all, you get your little feelings hurt, and then you want to go on a temper tantrum acting like everybody's less than you. You're less than me just because I say so. Oh, you're mad now? Oh, but isn't that what they do? Exactly. Oh, but I got what it is to back it up. Oh, go. And for the first time ever, I'm a sadist. I'm a sadist just to say it out my throat because I'm proud now to say it. Ask about me. Ask about me. Somehow find a way, get in contact with my father. Ask him the first thing people do when they say, "Oh, how's your son?" They know what's up. They know what's up. The gun's up. Your luck's up. Fuck's up. Like, y'all have this interpretation of the world that it makes me think that you never experienced fall as like a gallivant event, like the start of school. You haven't seen your friends in 2 months, y'all barely got to hang out because what kids are taking the train? Everybody meet at school. Yo, I'll see you next year. One day there ain't gonna be a next year, and you all will have to go different ways, and you gotta be the one to grow up and deal with that, because you're the one talking about all these specific issues that relate to people, places, and things, nouns, verbs, and adjectives that really matter in the real world, things that are tangible, things that I can collapse my hands over. That's why I fuck with IRI, because I could watch a stream for 5 hours and go out there and debate a motherfucker. I could go out there, get a law passed off with IRI streaming. I can't get no law passed off for the fact that you don't like President Sunday because he's spitting at one of your mods. Like, you manufacture issues. I don't like manufactured issues. I've got enough issues, mental, physical, the spiritual, that I all have to work out and have to go through ego death for and do all this and that. Well, I'm still trying to literally on this website claim that I'm going to be the best YouTuber with at least 2 million subs. I'm going to be the best Twitch streamer with enough to be able to move me and my dad, God forbid, if he don't pass away by the time I'll make it big. I'm gonna be able to move him and me out to the coast, and then I can put him up on the second floor while I scream in the basement. I gotta make these dreams a reality, and in order to do that, I gotta parse myself through y'all, because y'all made it a kept situation in which having a brain, having an idea, having a thought, having a special form of communication that actually reaches people is seen as corny or whack or insecure. Like, that's some real evil ass shit. Now most people are like, Paradigm, you just said a lot in the last 13 minutes. That was enough that if you had just taken a breath, you probably could have stretched that shit out to 27 to 45 minutes and people would have still watched it. I don't give a fuck. I've been living my entire life thinking that I gotta be something. I can survive right now. I gotta be me. And y'all not being you. You not being you. Fuck it, we're gonna quote the counterparts for all my metalhead fans in there. You're not you anymore. And it makes me even in my own real world escapades, I can't even enjoy love the same way anymore. Cause I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and when it don't, I get anxious that I'm gonna fuck it up. Because I've been hanging around people like y'all for this entire time, thinking to myself, yo, oh my God, like, what am I living for? What am I living towards? What is the end goal? What am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to have the expressive faces? How am I supposed to match it up? How am I supposed to, like, what? And I'm being facetious for the sake of being facetious, but also in the idea of like living in an adult world. I'm supposed to, I gotta worry about giving a girl an orgasm. I gotta worry about taking this girl out on a date. I gotta worry about 6 lists of jobs that I gotta do. I'm a freelancer. I decided to pick that, and I gotta do this, that, and the other. And you not even gonna pay me for my time? You wanna address me in private? You say I'm name dropping this episode, right? Because none of y'all touch me when I don't worry about you. And you keep trying to when I don't worry about you. If I worry about you now, will you also stay silent? I've been challenging Stardust to a conversation for the longest, because I feel like I'm the bridge between the mediums of these extremes that we seem to live on in this Twitch space. Because I am literally only a square box. Hold on, for those of you on YouTube, I'm literally gonna do it for you. Look at that. I am just in this box. I cannot physically touch that sign that is right over here. You see that sign? I can't grab it. It's not in a real space. I'm here though. And half of y'all can't fuck with me because I still remember what fall feel like. Now you're like, all right, Paradigm, you always make these grand like statements that are supposed to be poetic and beautiful, but they don't make any sense. Can you just say it in layman's terms, spit it out so we could get it? Okay. I know what emotional maturity felt like, and I knew when it was happening. Therefore, I was able to address and analyze everyone's patterns of behavior for the last 10 or so years of my life, because I was used to being in a certain situation where you needed to analyze the person's emotions, facial expressions, attitude, in order to figure out whether or not you could speak to them or not, i.e. the loving situation between me and my father. Coupled with ADHD, coupled with depression, coupled with all that, it gave me an edge on the competition. Now I know you've noticed that I'm addressing you with eye contact. Don't be pussy, look at me back. If you're a viewer on YouTube right now watching this, ask yourself, how many times has a motherfucker tried to come step to you and you sat at them and literally spit on them? Like, who the fuck are you talking to? And they look at you like, you're trying to take my gut apart with one deft move, and I don't fuck with it. Like, I'm happy to have the people that I have in my life, because they're the ones that have been holding my fucking, like, they're the ones that have been holding their hands on my mouth for me not, like, punching y'all in the fucking throats. Shut the fuck up. Like, and I'm not even telling you to shut the fuck up because I want you to. I'm telling you shut the fuck up for your own good. You're corny. All y'all is corny, and you're eating up my audience. And I'm being dead ass right now. Y'all are eating up my audience. You're eating up F-Bomb's audience. You're eating up Jason Society's audience. You're stopping all these people from becoming the next Central Committee Mike from PA that could leverage into a Voss, that could leverage into a QT Cinderella, that could level into a Will Neff. You stifling all these people because we don't want to play a game of manufactured drama. Well, here's your manufactured drama for the day. And I can't believe I'm about to say this, but and you know what's crazy about it too is that I just said it's manufactured, and watch it still get the response that I want. Shud Logic, Rhizome, Sansol, Not So Erudite, It's Cherry. And for a little less, because I fuck with you, I'm not even going to include you in there. I mentioned you earlier in President Sunday, but I'm going to let you rock because, like, you've been on one today, and, you know, I'm wishy-washy, apparently. Paradigm always picks the side with the most clout, so I'm picking your side. Manufactured, literally manufacturing this off the top of my head. And I think you better how I think. Chud Logic, Rhizome, Natsu Erudite, BX Bullet, a bunch of nut chasers. Don't call my phone if it's nothing but paper. If it ain't 20,000 or better, then it's fuck haters. Rhizome, Chud Logic, a bunch of nut chasers. Yo, Dylan Burns, don't call my phone for nothing but paper. I don't fold a no origami. I don't know origami. I don't fold the duck paper. And we out here. Fuck what you heard. Paradigm on top. If you like this video, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm gonna go deeper into the fall analogy on Twitch, so you're gonna miss that part. But I gotta give you something to make you come over here. But also subscribe, because as you've been seeing, I've been dropping a lot of bangers on YouTube because I care about y'all too. I know you, your own world. I'll see you in the next one, baby.